It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's King Ryan Garcia. 135 pounds on the nose. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a reach of 70 inches. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Even though he's 180 centimeters tall, he still made 61 kilos, and his reach is 184 centimeters.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
King Ryan Garcia, one of the brightest stars in all of boxing. This Southern California native is must-see TV. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan Garcia. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup, and here we go. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. Missed him with that uppercut. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away.
Here we go, it's round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Don't let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch, counter punch. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of defense here at all. The perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Started out Garcia in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on...
There's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch right up the middle. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. The jab not finding its target. Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That left uppercut doesn't score. Left hook just missed. Swing and a miss with the hook. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Started out Garcia in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes. And there's the bell to start round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. And there's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both trying for a knockout. Nice counter. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Hold that thought! Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
Big shot, and down goes Garcia. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. On to the 6th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Time they drop their guard, they get caught. No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Good defense on that right hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. Round 7, here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And he scores with the counter. Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas? Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
B-Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two? What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on. And there's the bell for round 8. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, slept right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
That counter punch caught him clean. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. The stamina is off the charts. Punch himself out, though. Just misses with that uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to